Hey everybody, Eric Songer with you with what's happening in the Chaska Middle School West Band Department. It's a May 12th, 2017, and we do this every week, and I'm glad you're joining us here as we talk about what's happened and what's coming up and news and updates going on in the Chaska Middle School West Band area. And so really busy time coming up here. This is one of the busiest times of the year as we come up to the last 4 weeks of school. So I'm just going to start out by saying this is our last week of official band lessons where we spend a lot of time getting ready for the playing test and also the concert. And so the lesson schedule this week, 6th grade on Monday and Tuesday. More specifically, we have the first year group, Monday first hour, socio-fifthlets halfway through first hour. And then Monday second hour, we have the 6A low brass and the 6A percussion halfway through. And then third hour, we have the 6A flutes, followed by the 6A clarinets halfway through third hour, and then the 6A saxophones, fourth hour, and the 6th grade A and B French horns halfway through fourth hour at 10:30. And then looking ahead to Tuesday, we have the 6B flutes right away, followed by the 6B clarinets at 8 o'clock. And then second hour, the 6B saxophones, followed by all the 6th grade trumpets halfway through second hour at 8:45. And then third hour, we have the 10 girls group at the beginning, followed by our bass guitar lesson for any grade halfway through third. And then finally, low brass and 6B, fourth hour, and 6B percussion halfway through fourth hour. Then looking ahead to Wednesday and Thursday, primarily 7th grade lesson groups. We have the 7th grade flutes and clarinets first hour, and then the 8th grade ENL group at 8:15 first hour. And then third hour block, we have the 7th grade low brass, followed by the 7th grade percussion, and then the HHE group at 9:55 third hour. And then Thursday, the 7th grade saxes start things off, followed by the 7th grade trumpets and horns at 7:55, and then the Spice Girls at 8:15. And then fourth hour, we have the drum set lesson, followed by the improvisation lesson, and then the Bland Boys at 9:55 on the 18th, Thursday. And then finally, our Friday groups, the Kermeyer's Kids right away, first hour, and then 8th grade groups, Flute 4 and Sax 5, second hour, Woodwinds and Brass ensembles, third hour, and then percussion and funky horns, fourth hour. So that's a look at the schedule. A more detailed schedule can be found on the District 112 Chaska Middle School West website. Just follow the links to get to the CMSW band, and you can check out our lesson schedule there. And the schedule this week, we have full band, we have block days on Wednesday and Thursday as usual. Friday is a B day this week, and I'll talk a little bit later. We have a combined, well, I'll talk about right now, we have a combined rehearsal on Tuesday for all three grades. The 7th grade will meet 5th hour on Tuesday, A and B day bands together. And then the 8th grade bands will meet 6th hour on Tuesday, A and B together. And then on 7th hour on Tuesday, the 6th grade bands, A and B, will meet together. Now, 8A bands will still have band on Monday as usual. It's just we're adding the 8A bands in with the B day bands on Tuesday. So B day people, you don't have to worry about doing anything different. 8A people, you're just adding band to your day on Tuesday. And the only exceptions to that would be if you're in choir. If you're in choir, you should not come because the choir concert is also this week on Wednesday. So you need to prepare for that concert as well. And then also I should mention that for those of you who are disappointed that I'm taking you out of a day of personal wellness, once this concert is over, I'd be more than happy to let you make up that day and even more than one day if you'd like to. So you can just let me know. So that's the schedule coming up this week. After school schedule and before school schedule, we have the mariachi band on Monday, rhythm section meeting before school Thursday, and the honor band after school Thursday. Morning Star DJs on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week in the cafeteria. So that leads to the upcoming events, and there is just an absolute ton going on right now. So I'm going to start with next week, and the biggest event this coming week is our spring band concert. Our final band concert of the year is on Tuesday, May 16th. It's at Chaska Middle School West. If you are an 8th grader, not only are we doing a concert, but we're doing a dinner starting at 5 p.m. It's a catered spaghetti dinner. And if you haven't RSVP'd and you are planning on eating, please let me know as soon as possible. And so you need to be there at 5, and you should bring your instrument down to the cafeteria, and you should be dressed nice shirt, nice pants. Guys wear a tie, girls wear a dress if you want to, or you can just do the nice shirt, nice pants too. And at 5 o'clock, you can start eating. And then starting at about 5:30, we're going to have our ensembles play, starting with our flute ensemble, and then our brass ensemble, and then the percussion ensemble. And then we'll follow that up with the the flute quartet, and then the saxophone quintet, and then the funky horn. So each group's going to play dinner music is what it's going to be. And all those songs are very short. And when you are done, when all the groups are done, we will then go down to the large gym and do our formal concert at 6 o'clock. And that'll take us up to about 6:35 or 6:40 or so. So that's the plan for the 8th grade. For the 7th grade, you should be at West at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, May 16th, wearing your music shirts and dark pants. Please don't wear shorts. And at 7 o'clock, we'll do the concert. Concert will end at 7:30-ish. And then finally, the 6th graders also should wear your music shirts and dark pants. Please, no shorts. You should be at West at 7:30. We'll start the concert in the gym at 8 o'clock, and we'll be done at about 8:30. So that is the plan. The concert should be really fun. All 3 grades don't really have a theme for their concerts this time around other than just really good band music. Every single concert's going to have some cool surprises, and so really looking forward to having you all get to see that and be part of that this Tuesday, May 16th. So that's the concert. Some other things going on next week. There's a couple other performances during the school day that involve the visits from our District 112 fifth graders who will be going to CMSW next year. We'd like to welcome them in, and we have 3 different venues of music going on when those kids come. First of all, we're going to have outside the main entrance DJs playing music, and then we're going to have our flute and saxophone quartet/quintets play right inside the main entrance, and then the rhythm section is going to be playing in the cafeteria. So here are the times for those. So on Monday, May 15th at 9:15, the rhythm section should report down to the cafeteria. And shortly after that, at about 9:30, DJ Madeira and the flute quartet should report down to the main entrance. And Clover Ridge is the first school to come, and they should be here at about 9:45 on Monday. And once the kids come in, we'll all start playing for those kids. And then later on that same day, we're going to get a visit from the Chaska Elementary and La Academia students. And for that, all 3, the rhythm section, the flute quartet, and this time, I believe it's DJ Amy is going to come down. And you guys should come down at about 12:45 to your spots and be ready for their visit. And they should be heading into the school right around 1. And then finally, looking ahead to Friday, May 19th, we're going to have DJ Kenna and the saxophone quintet and the rhythm section all perform. And it will be another 12:45 report time, and those kids should be 5th graders should be coming in at about 1. So as far as attire, I don't really care what you wear for those performances, school day. So wear what you would normally wear to school, unless you are a web leader giving a tour those days, then you should wear your web shirts. So that's all next week. I'm going to just run down some of the cool things coming up the 3 weeks after that. On Tuesday, May 23rd, our flute quartet and sax quintet are going to play during breakfast at CMSW in the cafeteria at 7:10. On Thursday, May 25th, our Elise, Natalie, Lucy group, ENL, and our HHE, Hip Hop Electronica groups are going to perform during breakfast and lunch to be determined. And then on Tuesday, May 30th, our 7th grade group called the Bland Boys are going to perform during at least 6th grade lunch. We'll see if we can convince them to perform during the other lunches. That 6th grade lunch is at 11:30. Be great to have them do at least the 7th grade lunch too for their own class at 11:50. The rhythm section will be performing during all 3 lunch shifts on Wednesday, June 1st, and that will kick off at 10:45 in the morning. and go until 12:20 p.m. And there'll be some breaks in between there for the rhythm section so they can eat and get a break from playing. And then the rhythm section will once again, I'm sorry, I said June 1st. That's Wednesday, May 31st that they'll be doing that. Because then they're playing again on June 1st, and that will be with the 8th grade barbecue event at noon outside of Chaska Middle School West. I skipped over a date. May 26th, we have our 8th grade second floor party, and that will also involve a couple DJs, and that's after school for all 8th grade band members who want to come from 2:30 to 4:30 in the band room. Our honor band is going on tour on Friday, June 2nd, and our honor band is giving a concert at Chanhassen High School at 7 p.m. on Monday, June 5th. We also have some music videos coming out from Socio Fiflets, 10 Girls, the Spice Girls, and the Bland Boys. And summer music is starting up on June 13th with our marching band at 10 a.m. at Chaska Middle School West. And then the following week, all of our summer music classes will be going with jazz band at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays and movie band 11 a.m. on Tuesdays, music technology at noon on Tuesdays, beginning guitar at 1 p.m. on Tuesdays, country bluegrass band at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays, and garage band at 12 noon and 1:15 p.m. on Wednesdays. You can sign up for any of these classes at www.ceforall.org, or you can pick up a form in the band room and turn that in either to me or mail that into community ed. So, all right. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. I'm getting a little tired just thinking about it, but also very excited to hear all these kids perform. So, wrapping up this podcast, I have a couple of shout outs to give to people. First of all, we had 4 students selected for symphonic wins at Chanhassen High School for the 2017-18 school year. They will play in the top band at Chan as freshmen, which is a very cool honor. So congrats to Bobby Belaires on alto saxophone, Lily Paul on baritone saxophone, Lauren Gazinski on flute, and Sage Martin on euphonium. So very proud of you 4 for making that top band. You're going to get 4 years playing in that incredible group. Also, a big congratulations to the students who just auditioned for the Twin Cities select group called Minnesota Junior Wins, and we'll find out soon if you were selected. One person who auditioned was Sage Martin, who performed in that group all this past year on euphonium, so congrats, Sage. Lauren Gazinski on flute also auditioned, and then we had 3 7th graders audition for the band, which is exciting. Hannah Ulanaski on flute, Max Eriksrud on alto saxophone, and Donatella Thomas on clarinet. So best wishes to those kids in getting in. So just a reminder that if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at CMSW Band. I also am at Songer Studio. And if you want text reminding you of what's going on, you can send me to the number 81010, one of the 3 following messages, at 16-17 band 6, at 16-17 band 7, or at 16-17 band 8. You can also email me at songere@district112.org. And finally, just a reminder that I do these every week, so you can find out what's going on. If you're a parent, sometimes you don't always get the information from your kids. If you're a student, it's just great to come here and get all the information of what's going on, especially this time of year where there's just so much, and it's easy to forget stuff. So, and even in this podcast, I probably haven't covered every detail of things going on, but maybe it'll jog your memory about stuff coming up. Which reminds me, there is one other really important thing I didn't mention, and that is the plane tests that are due. I know everyone's excited about those. The plane tests are due on Friday, May 26th, and for the 6th graders, that's a solo out of your Festival Solos book and your chromatic scale. For the 7th graders, it's numbers 76, 84, and 94 out of your accent and achievement book. Unless you're a percussionist, then it's number 76 and 83 on the snare drum and 94 on the bells. And then 8th graders, you have to play a solo that's been approved by me, any solo that I say is okay to do, and you need to perform that for me or record it for me. And all of those, all 3 grades, all those songs, solos, chromatic scales need to be in by 11:59 p.m. on Friday, May 26th. So make sure you're working on those. Get to your lessons this week. The week of May 22nd, I'm just going to have a ton of time, a block of time for you to come in and record those or play those solos and scales and etudes for me, or you can come in and record them too, whatever works better for you. So, all right, I'm glad I mentioned that. Now I'm going to go. This is one of the longest podcasts I've done here, so thanks for hanging in. You're all amazing, and looking forward to a really fun last 4 weeks of school. Have a good one, everybody.